Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, Amy, and today I'm going to be reviewing my favorite singer's new album. The new album is Snow Boomtown, and the favorite singer is Paisley, and that's what it looks like. This actually came out on this past Friday, November 7th, and I actually pre-ordered it the day that he announced it, which was, I think, like October 15th or something like that. It was the middle of October anyway. 17th, maybe. It might have been 17th, I think. But, sorry. I'm filming in my hallway because I've mentioned this a few times, but I'm actually moving soon. We were actually supposed to move yesterday on November 9th, but thanks to the title company, we're kind of delayed, so it's looking more like next Sunday, the 16th, which 16 is my favorite number, so maybe that's a good sign of something. There's been a few things. I've had a good day today. I got my cats down in the basement. If you've watched my channel before, you may have heard me mention two cats named Mittens and Garfield, and they're stray cats, but since I'm moving, I now feed, these are cats that I feed every day. And because I'm moving soon, I didn't want to leave them behind because they have nobody else but me. So they're coming with me. And I have a leash. They each have a leash and a collar and a little cat container. Or not really a container. A little carrier. And they have food and water in there, but they were so mad when I put them in there. They're not indoor cats. They've always been outdoor cats. So this is all new to them. And the thing is, my basement, that's where my furnace and everything's at, so it's not like I could just let them go out anywhere. So they're kind of stuck in these little cat carriers, and I feel so bad about it, but in Northwest Indiana, where I am currently, it's been snowing a whole lot. It's not snowing right now, but as of yesterday, it snowed at least a foot. And this morning, Mittens, something really happened with her that really freaked me out. I mean, she's not hurt or anything, but my neighbors that used to live next door, they're not there now. She was up on her picket fence. She was walking, and she seemed like she was struggling with something. So, thankfully, I was able to save her. I felt like someone on that show 911, or I don't really watch every part of that series. I just watched 911 Nashville, but I felt like I was someone on 911 Nashville saving somebody. But, yeah, I've had to carry her for a few days now, and originally I was planning to just put her and Garfield in her separate carriers like a few days before, and since it's Monday and we're not moving till Sunday, I know that seems kind of like a long time, but I'm gonna come up with something where I can at least let them out, at least for a few minutes, or let them walk around. Not outside, though, in the basement. She was very mad when I put her in her carrier. Garfield was a little bit easier. He did try to go back outside, but thankfully the door was shut, so he didn't quite get outside. But anyway, I think they're still mad at me, especially Garfield. But it's just in their best interest. I couldn't leave them outside with all the snow. Please tell me in the comments if I'm a bad cat owner. I hope I'm not. But anyway, any other fun thing that happened was I fell into snow. So my husband and I had to go to the store we went about 3:30, and snow was really slippery. It wasn't even icy out. We went out to my truck, and I almost fell one time in the snow, but thankfully I caught myself and I didn't fall. However, I got my scraper out of my back seat of my truck, and I fell backwards. My head went in the snow. I don't think I hit my head on the ground. It was because it was in the snow, and I feel like my memory's still intact and everything. I don't have a headache or anything. I'm tired, but it's probably not a concussion. But anyway, we're really getting sidetracked here, so why don't we move along to what this video is about. And again, this is the new album, Snow Boomtown. It came out November 7th. And this was his original Christmas album from 2006. Brad Paisley Christmas, and it was released October 10th, 2006. This one came out before I even knew who Brad Paisley was, or before I was a fan, so I actually bought this in like November of 2010, which is around 15 years ago today. Anyway, okay, so I actually was kind of surprised that he released a second Christmas album. I was hoping he'd release an album this year, and he technically did. It wasn't the album I was anticipating, or I'm sure nobody else was either. But I was kind of surprised that he released a new Christmas album. I mean, especially since he's released one before, and I know people, or some artists, they will release more than one Christmas album. So the thing is, I think it was, I don't know if it was early October, he released kind of the lead single from this album called Counting Down the Days. And that song kind of reminds me of like an advent calendar. And on his Instagram page for, I think, only 3 days, because the song has 16 tracks, but 16 is my favorite number, as I mentioned. But for 3 of the songs, the first 3 songs, technically the second, third, and fourth song in the album, he did like a little advent calendar on his Instagram page. For 3 days he had a reel with each song, or with one song from each album. I think I heard my cat meow just now. But he only did that for 3 days. I'm not sure if he intentionally did it for 3 days, or if he meant to do the whole album and just kind of got sidetracked and forgot. I don't know. But anyway, so the 3 days that he did the advent calendar type thing, he did Counting Down the Days, which that was a single already, so that was kind of, I heard that song already. And the Christmas song was the other one he did. And pretty sure the other one he did was Snow Globe Town. Yeah, pretty sure that was it. But I like all 3 of the songs, and Snow Globe Town obviously is what this CD was titled. And it was kind of, he didn't release like a track listing of the album, so it's kind of like a mystery what songs are on it. 8 of them are kind of like original Christmas songs, and then the other ones he wrote, so those were his original songs. The first one is called Plug It In Sparky, and it's only like 40 seconds long, so it's kind of like the introduction to the album. As we said, Counting Down the Days, a Christmas song. Chestnuts, which in parentheses says chestnuts roasting on an open fire, which that kind of reminds me of the first Simpsons episode. It's called Simpsons Roasting on an Open Fire, that came out in 1989. And I actually used to have the VHS of that. Anyway, Snow Globe Town, that crazy elf, which is about Elf on a Shelf. I hate Elf on the Shelf, but I love this song. It's really a cute song and it's funny. My favorite things, Jingle Bell Rock, which is one of my favorite Christmas songs ever. Falling Just Like the Snow, Marshmallow World, The First Noel, Oh Holy Night. Oh Holy Night kind of threw me off because the first minute or so it's like just instrumental. He's not singing or anything. And then suddenly he just starts singing, like, oh, it's not instrumental. Lit, that's a good song. Santa Claus is Coming to Town, Leave the Christmas Lights On For Me. Last Year featuring Kelly Bannon, which I'm not familiar with her music. And then the last song, Christmas Time's A-Comin'. So that was the 16 songs on that album. Alright, so this is the 2006 version, and unbeknownst to me until last year, apparently there was also a deluxe version of this song. So technically all in all, there's 14 tracks if you include the 2 from the deluxe version. This version has 11, and there's a hidden track, and it's little Jimmy Dickens talking, and Brad starts to talk with him. But this one has Winter Wonderland, Santa Looked a Lot Like Daddy, I'll Be Home for Christmas, Away in a Manger, Penguin James Penguin, which reminds me of my husband named James. He's not a penguin though. 364 Days to Go, Jingle Bells Instrumental, Silent Night, Born on Christmas Day, and that's the first song that Brad ever wrote when he was about 12 years old, I believe. Silver Bells, and Kung Pao Buckaroo Holidays, which features the Kung Pao Buckaroos, which included George Jones, Little Jimmy Dickens, and Bill Anderson. And unfortunately, George Jones and Little Jimmy Jiggins have passed away. So that's like one of the main differences between this album and the new one. And then, as we said, we had the hidden track, and I don't have the deluxe version of this album, but the deluxe version has What Child Is This, which is a beautiful rendition from Brad. And the the radio edit version of Born on Christmas Day. And I didn't realize that, I don't know if it was actually a single, because again, when this album was out originally, I was only 10 years old and I didn't know who Brad was, and I was focused on other things when I was 10 years old. Alright, so all in all, I really love both albums, but I think I might love Snow Globe Town just a little bit more. I really love all the songs on here. My favorites would be, the ones I have in my head mainly are Counting Down the Days and the Christmas Song. My favorite things, Jingle Bell Rock, Marshmallow World, and Oh Holy Night. And yeah, I'm getting Lit stuck in my head sometimes too. They're all great. And yeah, they're both great albums. Oops. I do love both of them very much. I do recommend both albums. They're about almost 20 years apart. But I would say I definitely like Snow Globe Town a little bit more. Even my husband likes the album, and he's not a country fan. I've listened to it, like, thanks to YouTube, I've been able to listen to it about 4 times. The only thing is with this CD, and I don't think it's a CD though, I think it's just the radio or the stereo in my car. So I've only tried to play the CD once because I do not have like a boombox or a CD player or stereo or anything like that. The only CD player I have is the stereo in my car, or CD player in my car, whatever you want to call it. So that's the only CD player that I have. My husband, I guess, we gave him my mom and dad's old vinyl record player, and it does have a CD player, so we're gonna try it on that. But anyway, getting sidetracked again. Going back to the original story, I tried playing this in my car, and it said bad disc, but the thing is, my CD player, it's in my car. My truck is 14 years old, so this isn't the first CD that's done it with, so I don't think it's the CD. I think it's just a CD player. Let me show you the inside. This was actually surprisingly affordable. Like, for shipping and everything with this album, was only $15 from Brad Paisley's website. Alright, so that's what the album looks like. And this is actually kind of, not really a postcard, but it's just like a little insert. Very cute. Alright. And then this is like the, I don't know what you call the insert in the CD. Alright, so it's kind of short and simple. And then that's his guitar. Beautiful guitar. If it'll go back in, there we go. And I don't think there's anything written on under that. No, but that's pretty cute, isn't it? I sure hope I'm focusing on that. Alright, so just something about this reminds me of Peanuts, the comics, for some reason. But I love it. So, definitely prefer this album a little bit more, but this album does have its strong points, like the Kung Pao Buckaroo Holidays and the the deluxe versions, What Child Is This? So, I do love both versions. And I do have like an idea for my Instagram page, kind of inspired by That Crazy Elf. There's a part in the song that mentions how the elf made snow angels of powdered sugar on the kitchen counter. So what I'm going to do is, after I move, I have a Elf on the Shelf lip balm, and if you've watched my channel before, you know I love lip balm on this channel. We love lip balm so much. So I'm going to try to find a snow angel cookie cutter and kind of put powdered sugar around that and then put the lip balm in the middle so it looks like the lip balm made the snow angel on the counter. I think that'd be really fun and cute. But yeah, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I've kind of lost my spark recently. There's just been a lot going on. Not only from moving, but like just in life in general, just kind of got me down. So I hope I have not been showing in my videos I've lost my spark, but I have lost my spark, I'm not going to lie to you. But I'm trying to find it again. So I do apologize if you watch this channel a lot and notice I haven't been uploading a lot. I'm kind of running out of ideas to things to do, but next month, starting on December 14th, I believe, I do have a Dolly Parton themed candle advent calendar. I'm super excited to show you guys that. So from December 14th to Christmas Day, that will be like a little series we'll be doing. And yeah. So I hope you guys have enjoyed my channel. Or hope you guys enjoyed this addition to my channel. And Brad Paisley, if you ever watch this really bad review, I hope you enjoy it. And please know that you made a great Christmas album twice. I do thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys next time. I gotta go see what my cats are up to, and I'm gonna work out. And I'm gonna upload tomorrow, and the video from tomorrow was actually filmed like done this November 2nd, so there's going to be a few things in there that might not make sense. So, because back then I assumed we were already, by this time, by November 10th, we were going to be moved into our new house. So that's going to be mentioned, and it's not really going to make a whole lot of sense, but that's why I uploaded this video today. So if you watch that video, hopefully it makes sense. But thank you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!